Again, welcome back to the Alexandrian Codex. I'm Alex, this is Stellaris, playing the Star Trek New Horizons mod as, well, we started out as the United Earth, then we branched out a little bit, formed a federation, United Federation of Planets, and now we're just colonizing like crazy and building all of the star bases possible. We haven't gotten into a single war yet, nothing too interesting. That's okay. Cruiser prototype. I want reinforced hulls. I don't want cheaper cruisers. I don't want to build them faster. I just want them better. Yeah, alright. Much tougher cruisers. Starbase upkeep. We're doing pretty well on credit, so I'm not too worried about that. Geothermal fracking. That's kind of cool, but let's go with form-fitting force fields. How's expansion planner going? Alright, I want 60% or higher. Tellarites would be happy here. They'd be happy here? Yeah, that'll work. 70 Virginis Prime, then Rator 3. Bajorans? I have Bajorans? Where the fuck do I have Bajorans? Bajoran. I have Bajorans. How about that? Okay, at the end of the month I can colonize with one of them.
Construction complete.
Huh. Well, that's cool. They immigrated here. I did not realize. So they can go here. That'll improve 3. I think that's the best way to go about this. Yeah. Let's take a look at our species. We have a fuck ton of humans, Novans, which are humans, Vulcans, Klingons, Tellarites, Denobuans. We have no Andorians. We have Anar, so I need to colonize with the Anar somewhere, just to encourage more Andorians to visit us. Betazoids, we have a few Euridians. We have Euridians, huh? Huh. And we have Bajorans. Okay, cool. That's actually quite neat. I didn't know we had some of those. Gotta love those immigrants. Now, what can I do with you? Somebody's going here, somebody's going here, somebody's going here. I guess sit. I think the truth of the matter is, I made too many construction ships. Trill administration entered... Oh, the Trill have signed up with the Bajorans? No. I mean, it's not that bad, but I want you to join my federation.
Initiating communications. Survey complete.
Nope.
Rule of acquisition number 34.
Yeah, okay.
War is good for business. Rule of acquisition
discovered.
Oh god, it's the ransomers. Right. Natural resort is finished. Penal colonies? Yeah, sure. The Ransomeers, emergency buoy. An emergency transmission buoy floats in gentle orbit above Gamma Serpentis 6A. Its outer casing, heavily damaged, seemingly by glancing weapons fire or a powerful explosion. It might be a human model for civilian ships designed to be ejected as an emergency measure should the comm system fail, but the extent of the damage makes it impossible to be sure. It's repeating a weak, distorted signal. Could be a trap, leave it be, or clean up the transmission. Clean it up.
Log updated.
Yeah, once you're done with everything else in there, go back and do that. Yeah, I guess we try to cut off the Ferengi in the Delphic Expanse? Sure, yeah, I buy that. Am I colonizing? Yeah, I'm claiming Arcturus. Am I claiming this? No, go claim it.
Survey complete.
Anka is now buildable. USS Von Braun. You go to Soria. Our influence is not gonna last. I'm just watching it whittle down bit by bit by bit. So the only way we can reliably get our influence higher
Anomaly detected.
is by sharing comms with everyone we can, because presumably people down here met each other. Now I can't research to communicate with them for some stupid reason. But we'll see. Oh, wow, I never finished this. Well, that was stupid. Ancient shipyard. An ancient orbital shipyard drifts in silence above this world. It suffered significant battle damage. Entire sections of the facility are missing. It's not actually that good of an event for us at this point in time. Oh, cool. Buddhist is done. Give me mining. Give me research. Okay, let's do something annoying here. Hello, you don't know about anyone I don't know about, right? Right. So the Bullions, no. Trill, no. Okay, who might? Tholians might. You might know about someone I don't. In fact, you do know about someone I don't. I don't want to have to bribe you for this, but give me the codes, you bastards. Now, I'm bribing them because I need the influence from contacting these people I don't know. So we've learned about the Seaway Clutches and the Antican Packs and the Atedian Shoals, so I actually think that's everybody down here. Cool. Antedians, hello. You are like-minded people, albeit you are fish people. You're coalition builders. You're egalitarian, pacifist, materialist, you're good people. Seaway Clutches, you're egalitarians. You're militarists and xenophobes, so we're not the fondest of bedfellows because of that. The Anticans are xenophobic, militarist, materialists. We have nothing in common with them, but that's okay. They don't care. Alright, you don't know about anyone I don't know, do you? No, you don't. Weird. Do you? Shiliak don't?
What is it now?
Come on. None of you know about people I don't know. Wow, okay. Alright, no, that's weird, but fine. That was a tiny bit more influence. That'll keep the expansion train going a little bit longer. Just a little bit more. Let's have you go back down to Alpha Centauri and actually finish the research down there. Yeah, that needs to be built. This is done, so you can go... Formal hub? Yeah. Claim that. Claim all the things. Mars Development Project, the Initiative, has fulfilled its purpose. Mars is now a sister planet to Earth, a blue gem shining in the sky, but there's still much work to be done before the planet achieves its full potential. We have the opportunity to invest in the planet's future to unlock special facilities, bonuses, and upgrades. Yeah. Oh. No? Am I... Do not invest at this time. There should have been options there, but because we're so low on minerals, can't afford to do anything. That is a sad moment. I think each of the upgrades for that cost 500 minerals. It'll come back around.
Colony established.
How am I not oversaturated with colonies yet?
Construction.
Small miracles? No. Just hasn't happened. Okay, Arcturus, you, my dude, just go up here, I guess. Let me reconfirm that this does have a traffic control center. Awesome. You over here have some expensive building to do. Nope, that's a garbage offer.
Complete.
Penal colonies. Not into it. Oh my god, yes, advanced learning techniques. Empire leader capacity +2 doesn't seem like a huge deal, but that's 2 more scientists, that's 2 more science ships, and that lets us get to know all the people out here and get the sweet, sweet influence that will come from meeting them. Ernesto has been elected, but that means fudge. Means I have one leader in the wrong place. What's going on here? Nah, Nathan Samuels, I don't want to fire you, but okay. Alright, Liam Lawson, you were amazing. I'm not renaming anything in your name. You were a governor. You weren't anything too amazing. Alright, Nathan Samuels, you have been off and on president since we started the game. You could stay. I, however, need a scientist. So, what do I got? Human. What an eclectic group. I don't care. You're the youngest.
Affirmative.
Yoshinobu Hasegawa. Yoshinobu.
Construction.
Do not matter. Beta. Corne is done. Can't build there.
Construction complete.
Oh, maybe I am caught up on this. I'm the Serpentis. Yoshinobu. Yep, I said Bo, didn't I? Thank you. It's amazing how horribly you can pronounce things when you've only spoken one language well in your life. I was raised speaking Portuguese, but once I entered public school in the United States, my teachers didn't think I spoke English because I used a amalgamation of English and Portuguese. So my parents stopped speaking Portuguese to me, so I've completely forgotten that. I speak very bad Mandarin. Horrible Mandarin. My Spanish is bad. My German is horrible. My French is horrible. But I understand a vague smattering of a bunch of different languages. Oh, cool. We could establish a neutral zone. I don't want to do that. A neutral zone, as I understand it, is between you and another major power, makes planets between you uninhabitable. I don't know what exactly it does, and I'm interested in looking into it, but I don't want to lose anything. So I'm not going to touch it yet.
Construction complete.
All right. Build all these things. Get a facility going. That is a new colonizable planet. So at the end of the month, and there it is, we can colonize this with Uridians. Hell yeah. Where are my Uridians at? Uridian? No. Ah, yes. Gotcha. This looks like the best spot. Either here or here. This would improve all the deposits around it, which is really good. This would improve all the deposits around it and get a bonus there. Yeah, let's go with that. Ophiuchus? So EU-cus. Ophiuchus Prime. That is an odd word.
Construction complete.
You're done in Arcturus.
Anomaly detected.
Irregular energy emissions. Our sensors indicate odd irregularities in Korea's energy emission pattern. Traffic control. Hold off on that. Build a research station. Automated shipyard. While conducting their survey of Gamma Serpentis 2, the USS Kelvin detected remains of an automated shipyard in orbit. It's at least 1,000 years old and seems to have been subjected to heavy missile barrage, but at least one of its manufacturing bays is still in working condition. Science Officer Gabriela Diaz is confident that power can be restored to the shipyard, but it would be a significant project. It sucks. In vanilla Stellaris, this is a good event. In this mod, it's a terrible event because you get a default Stellaris ship, which in comparison to the ships in this mod are half-built and terrible. Man, it's been a long time since I've upgraded any of these, but we really haven't changed things too substantially. Basically, most of the upgrades we have been iterative upgrades of things that we already had. Yeah, yep. Okay, no. The Intrepid is completely the same. Yeah, tiny upgrades.
Ships upgraded.
Well, yeah, go research that project. Don't have anything better to do. The Federation is so easy to form. It's actually too easy to form. I prefer for it to be locked behind a certain date, because it can happen like it did in this run, that you miss out on the early game crisis, the Zindi crisis, if you form the Federation too quickly. However, if you don't form the Federation quickly enough, the Andorians and the Vulcans will form their own little coalition, or federation, and the oh my god, the Tellarites and the Denobulans will form one. And you can, if you join this one, you will not form the Federation of Planets. You will just stay the entire game as two separate federations. If you join this one, you'll form the United Federations, but it'll be tiny. It'll only be about half the size it should be. Then you have to join this and slowly, manually incorporate both of these, and it can be a little exhausting. Now, the mod authors have put in some attempts to slow things down, but it just hasn't worked super successfully. It used to be 5 years into the game was a lot longer, but 5 years into the game now is barely enough time to find everyone. The Suliban have joined... What the fuck? The Gorn and the Suliban are in... Who do you hate so badly that you quit hating each other? The Morali, the Klingons, and the House of Martek. House of Osto. Alright, yeah. And you hate... Yep, you hate all the same people. It's... Yeah, we were going through the Enterprise story, and then the Federation just found it. Like, oh, no. Guess we're not going to do the last season or two of Federation, or the Enterprise series. That's... okay. And as a consequence, we don't have the Enterprise. We should have a ship, a cruiser, a special cruiser called the USS Enterprise that every time we enter into a new historical period upgrades and follows the events of the TV series. But because the Zindi War never happened, we never got the Enterprise, so now that whole mechanic of the game is something we're missing out on. Which is pretty funny. The Trill have joined the Grand League. No! Okay, the Bajorans and the Trill are in a league together. Damn. Okay. The latest sensory readings from Kalea show the star pulsating regularly, but when the crew on the USS Cortez arrived on site, there was no evidence to support the data. While most of the crew were in agreement the anomaly was caused by sensory malfunction, Vlada Krutov discards this theory. She claims to have discovered similar pulsating energy emission patterns elsewhere, and now fears that something strange is happening to the galaxy's stars. She's charted the course to the nearest unaffected star. Yeah, get to the bottom of it.
Log updated.
Research it.
Technology
Research all the things.
discovered.
Ah! Phaser breakthrough technology. We have made a substantial breakthrough, offering a number of potential applications to pursue. So now we get to choose what kind of phaser technologies we'll get for the rest of the game. We can not get graviton phasers, because those are only available to the Cardassians. We can't get multi-phase phasers, because that is not available to humans, which is unfortunate because they're really good at piercing shields. Because we're human, and because we're not Cardassian, we can either get modulated phasers, which are capable of matching shield frequencies, doing more damage to shields, okay, pretty good, or tunneling phasers, which pierce armor, which are pretty cool. I'm gonna go with modulated phasers because we're the humans and the Federation, so this is the most flavor specific to us.
Discovered.
Holographic Training Center. Nope, not gonna use that. This is probably gonna use, yeah.
Construction complete.
Okay, you're not doing anything. You're not doing anything. Hmm.
Survey complete.
Has this war ended?
Initiating
Give them
communication.
Oh my god, they're still at war. 77 and 70% done. Jesus Christ. This Civil War is supposed to be over a lot faster than it has. It's dragged on. I'm using a scaling difficulty that starts out with no improvements to the AI factions at the beginning of the game. The Ferengi aren't snowballing out of control this game. I'm really confused by a lot of what's going on. So part of what the most recent patch added was sometimes major powers will stall out really quickly and not expand. And sometimes minor powers will spontaneously upgrade to major powers and just start expanding like crazy, which is why we have the Binar domains looking crazy over here. And the Antedian Shoals not expanding at all, the Temerian Unity sneaking in through the back door, but the Bajorans somehow having an empire to rival the Cardassian Union, etc., etc., etc. So it varies by game now, which is cool, but also part of what made this mod fun was you could plan around like, oh, I know they're going to do this, and this person's going to do that, and this civilization's probably going to do this, but now it has a lot more of the Stellaris randomization in it, like, I don't know what the fuck is going to happen, which is fun in its own way. The Zinkethi were expanding really quickly, and I was really worried about them, but then they're kind of boxed in now, so they're not that much of a concern. I'm balling out of control when it comes to expanding because we're absolutely unchallenged up here. Hey! Yeah, more unity. We're 2 years away from our next... Oh my god, what are these called? These are called... Tradition. Thank you. 2 years from our next tradition if I don't colonize anything else.
Detected.
Odd readings. While scanning the asteroid belt, our team has found some sort of irregularity on BT-845. The Ferengi are garbage right now? Oh no, they're not. They still have a vassal. Normally the Ferengi get all kinds of vassals. Oh, and it's the Antosians. That's sad. You're cool. I hate this. This is new. This event chain happens every few years, or every, I don't know, it's probably like every 20 years. The Ambo Jitsu games, one of your captains or leaders will get this event where you have to fight randomly, and if it goes well, you either gain the adaptable or resilient trait, which is great, right? If you lose, you get crippled, which lowers the experience you get and how long you'll live. And you can't opt in or opt out of these with your captains. It's just like, oh no, this captain definitely has a death wish. They're doing this thing. Alright, Jackie, what'd you get? Adaptable. Yeah, well, you know, not the best thing to get at level 4, but better than getting it at level 5. What's going on here? Oh, you're traveling through warp. Okay.
Construction complete. Construction complete. Survey complete.
Alright. That's done surveying, so we can move on up here. The USS Tigris is up here bored with nothing to do. Can you move on to Kalea? Yeah, do that. You... I guess you don't have anything in the immediate neighborhood to go colonize, huh? Or expand to. Yeah, go build a starbase there. You... Nothing, I guess.
Complete.
Just sit there and do nothing.
Construction complete.
Yes, I did build traffic control. Yeah, this still uses warp. So if you're hankering for playing with warp, this is a great way to do it. Personally, I wish they'd come up with some sort of compromise between warp and hyperlane. I get the logic for using hyperlanes, but
Technology discovered.
I feel that it was an unnecessary change. If you look at Sword of the Stars, the original Sword of the Stars, they had, what, 8 different races, each with a different faster-than-light travel method? And each of those 8 races were more or less balanced. So the bullshit excuse of, it's too hard to balance changing the game because we have to keep in mind 3 faster-than-light travel methods. No, it isn't. No, it fucking isn't. 8 is hard. 3, not that hard. It's really a cop-out. So I don't love the direction that Stellaris seems to be going in right now. It seems to be turning into going more and more in a very typical, boring direction of 4X games and is less and less unique. But maybe that's just negativity speaking. It's not bad, but it's not as exciting as it was before it was released. Stellaris had some very ambitious ideas that are disappointing that they've been dropped over time, rather than being iterated on and improved on. I know after a certain point, if something doesn't work, you have to admit it doesn't work, but I don't want Space EU4. I already have normal EU4. Yeah, the artificial bottleneck and slowing by taking something away, really, I don't love it. I hate... Warp was probably my least favorite travel method, but for the setting, it makes sense, right? Hyperdrive or hyperlanes or whatever, they make sense. And I get the strategy of them, but they're boring. They're so boring. It's so overdone in 4X games. I thought that the jump gates or wormhole. There we go. Wormhole was my favorite way to travel in Stellaris, and then that got cut. I thought that was the coolest faster than light travel method they have because you could jump anywhere. But it was still interesting and strategic because, like, if your little jump gate got taken out, you were fucked. You were stranded and dead, and that was high risk, high reward gameplay. But instead, they cut out that high risk, high reward choice, and it saddled us with, the tile system. I'd like to see automation. I'd like to be able to go into a planet like this and have rules set, to be able to assign governors and tell the governors rules. If there is a deposit, if mineral deposit, build mine. If mine, upgrade mine. 1 per planet. If mine, replace mine with the mine that improves all the mining on that planet, right? If science deposit and most deposit is physics, build physics. Because it's simple logic the way that I and most people organize our planets. And giving us a tool set with which to build our planets and organize our planets would make people happy. Because some people really like hyper-specializing, some people like just going with what the deposits are, but yeah, they need proper management tools. Shift-click doesn't cover upgrades, and it gets too much, especially when there are over 1,000 stars in this mod. It can get exhausting.
Construction complete.
Yeah, AI enhancement mods are pretty good.
Special project complete.
But they don't handle mods that add new features and new content super well. They do better than vanilla AI, certainly, but yeah, I haven't played too much with them, unfortunately. After continued studies of the massive skeletal remains, wow, I finally wrapped this up. This was from, like, episode 2, like 4 hours ago. They concluded it's a dead creature. It's a dead creature. It gets us a deposit. We've seen this 1,000 times. Go build that. Right, you were done here? Yeah. Cool. So, go survey some stuff. it I like that this DLC added a bunch of cool new stuff to survey and tried to make there more to explore, because that's the part of the game that's my favorite, the exploration phase. Honestly, an expansion phase. Once it gets to the exterminate phase, it turns into meh space warfare. But I would have preferred they took a DLC or a DLC cycle to just focus on making the AI better. I just want the AI to not suck. I want the sector AI to be able to build a planet as well as I can and specialize as well as I can. I don't want to have to go in and fuck with it every once in a while. Now, these do an average of 3. Oh wow, modulated phasers are way better. Way better. Yeah, shit. Wow, shuttlecraft phasers were better. The F? Oh, I should have been using those. That's fine, that's fine. That's 6.03. Yep, that's the best we got there. Destroyer. No, that's fine. Secondary hull. We still haven't specialized our destroyers. I don't know how I missed that tech. No, let's pop some shields on it. Wow, we have negative 110 power. Yeah, that's a problem. Let's go ahead and fix that. that didn't fix it, huh? Okay, that'll do it. Yeah. Ooh. Alright, we now have Intrepid class destroyers. It doesn't need to outplay me. It just needs to be put planets and use resources, attack when it's right, and and not get really confused. The game's been out for a while. It seems like that focusing on the AI would be a priority. But, you know, the game's had a lot of problems that have been padded out over time. Not to speak too ill of the company. Paradox has done a fairly good job of supporting this game. But their DLC model right now is quite frustrating, because it just adds more shit I wasn't asking for, and doesn't add the shit I am asking for. Variant system. Ah, speak of the devil. This is what I want. This is what we need before our destroyers are worth building. Currently, our destroyers have an evasion almost as good as our patrol frigates, but the variant system will make them way better at dodging than our corvettes, basically. Build a mining station. Traffic control. We haven't had a pirate. Last time I said we haven't had a pirate in a long time, we immediately got a pirate. But still, it's been a hot minute since we had any pirates. Our piracy risk get down to 18%. That's a lot better. The Tamarian Union's just gonna keep eating through here, and I hate it. They're gonna be the Unity's gonna be such a pain in the ass to deal with. We got any more planets? Yeah, Lambda Serpentis A. Tellarites. Love this place. Go here. That only supports 2. This only supports 2. This supports 2. Yeah, do that. Where is this? Oh, it's up on the frontier. Okay, cool. Where are my science ships? Right there. Right there. Moving up there. I don't love that. We'll deal with this in a second. Okay. Local political drama on Vega Prime has resulted in increased support among a small group of rebels opposing our underlying ethics. Great. Their increased support have enabled them to grow more power in the region and vote their own causes with limited success. Okay, are you all spiritualists? No, you're egalitarian, spiritualist, pacifist. The spiritualists I'm not crazy about, but the other two are really not that bad. This is just a new colony event. Alright, okay, fine. That's okay. Just go ahead. Build some buildings here, because this is the first time I've looked at this, and I probably won't be back for a while. Yeah. We stand divided. you turn into militarists, or, yeah, I don't care, be militarists. I already have militarists. Knock yourself out. Trade attractiveness up. Don't care. Core sector systems going up. Yeah, maybe. Yeah, fuck it. Adrift. Ugh. Among the asteroids surrounding BT-845, we've discovered an alien ship adrift. It's not responding to our attempts to hail them. If this is due to it being unable to interpret our signal or some other reason we do not know, I recommend we get a construction ship to tow it out of the debris field. If left unchecked, it risks being crushed by the asteroid. Yeah, I will actually do that because there can be cool consequences for this. Yeah, an outliner that's not this would be much better. I'd really like a Victoria or Hearts of Iron or EU4 style ledger that I could look through. Thank you. The sound quality in this stream is not what it should be. My sound quality is normally better. My voice is a little more echoey than it should be. That's because a couple weeks ago I just moved into a new recording space and I do not have my soundproofing up right. Yeah. But that'll get fixed in the next couple of weeks. I'm just being real lazy. So we're expanding here. I should. This is why our colony ships are taking fucking forever. I went with the cheapest options on here. No, engineering stations are cheaper. Okay. Nope, switch over to that. These are still using very old tech. So their sublight speed is awful. And they don't have prefabricated structures. There, let's upgrade the Macau. The construction ships could honestly use an upgrade. I've neglected these for so long. 30, 30, 30, 30. Okay, that's fine. 15. Nope, these will be the cheapest. There we go. Rhines have been upgraded. Science ships shouldn't need any addressing. No, they should, because they're slow as fuck. Yeah, whoops. You can have shields, actually, because you might actually run into danger. Franklin's upgraded. You can feel free to message me, Winks. The ban on Winks in chat is more to avoid spam than anything else.
Anomaly detected.
Cool. Significant scarring of the surface of this world. Pattern cannot be natural. Yeah, alright. This is vanilla event. Interesting, but not super cool. Alright. So we have literally no competition up here. The Romulans have not expanded at all this game. Just been disappointing. I was hoping for a big green giant up here. The Noskans and the Suluban might potentially cut us off over here, but we have plenty of room to grow. Nah. We're doing okay. You know, the Charonites, are you guaranteed? Yeah, of course you're guaranteed by the Romulans. I was about to say, it'd be pretty easy to take them on and force them to adopt our ideology. The buoy has been verified as one of human make, and the signal has been stabilized. Yeah. Identify yourselves. We will rescue you. Oh, thank you. Yeah, I'm not rescuing you. Let's see. Where are you at? Track on map. Oh, you're right there. Yeah. Actually, I will actually save you. I was just expecting you to spawn somewhere very, very far away. So, yeah, go kill this. Go kill that. Take a bit, but the Orions haven't collapsed. They're just tiny. They got boxed in by the Nausicaans, Temerians, and Sona, so they've just been sitting down here being mad at us, but unable to do anything about it. Yeah, you still can't customize transport ships, which is probably for the best, but you can customize the ever-living hell out of civilian ships, because the Star Trek New Horizons mod adds a bunch of new modules and things that you can change. It would take a lot out of the game if you couldn't manually upgrade these. Because, like, my science ships are way better than normal science ships, but my construction ships are dirt cheap pieces of garbage with engines strapped to them to make them go faster.
Technology discovered.
And I like being able to make that kind of decision, because my construction ships don't need to be top of the line shields. They don't need good armor or hull plating. If they ever get in a fight, they'll die, and I won't care that much, because if my construction ships are getting attacked, I have bigger things to worry about, right? But I do want badass, top-of-the-line surveying ships. Warp inhibitor, I don't care about any of that. Plasmadyne relays, these are cool. Assault phasers, I guess, are what I'm going for. Let's see. I'm running on a lot of energy right now. Let's do this. Population growth speed, that's actually good, and leader experience gain, it's not bad. We just have so much energy, and I'm not planning on terraforming anything soon. Someone used a mining laser from orbit, apparently, or approximately 5,000 years ago, to carve a large body of writing into the surface of Shetty 3. The massive script covers a large portion of the planet's upper hemisphere and appears to be a short story chronicling difficult life of an alien mercenary. Oop. You are not researching anything. Okay, that's surveyed. Go survey this. What happened here?
Initiating communications.
Hello? Directo, yeah, that's a pronounceable word. RTHNLLO. Ruthnlo. Ruthnlo offers this gift given freely to the United Federation planets and the continued friendship. We aren't friends! We're not at all. Whatever, yeah, I'll take your 2,000 credits. I don't understand why you're giving it to me, but I'll take it. I'm very okay with that. What time is it? Oh, okay, it's about 5:20. How much does this fleet cost? 6.5k. Damn! Alright, maybe we'll put that off. It's important to me to get a navy so we can actually go to war at some point, especially once our borders fill up, but right now it's more important that we just fill up everything possible with starbase.
Special project complete.
Dope. Once a ship drifting by BT 845 had been towed out of the debris, we could send an away team to investigate. It's a murder scene. Only one crew member has been found, a long-eared amphibian biped who appears to have been stabbed repeatedly. The ship is, by the depth of its crew, up for grabs. It's filled with many efficient thrusters, the structure and design of which are beyond us at present. The vessel is not armed, seemingly having been used for transport of important personnel. Repurposing it into exploration vessel would be a minor undertaking. However, if we... Wait a minute. Long-eared amphibian biped. Is that a reference to Jar Jar? That's gotta be a Star Wars reference, right? Yeah, that's probably what that is. Repurposing it into an exploration vessel would be a minor undertaking. However, if we instead deconstructed it and studied the engines in greater detail, we could maybe capture some of its genius and translate it into practical improvements for our fleet. So, okay, either you get a free science ship, which, okay, cool, but, like, you can't upgrade it, so it's not that good, or all of your ships go 10% faster. Wait, how is this a choice? Like, this is a false dilemma. The AI might pick this, and it's the wrong decision. Just go with the good option. Make this the only option. Tear down and study the engines. Hell yeah. Especially as big as we are. Anything increasing sublight speed is a must-have. Yeah, New Horizons can be... It's heavily restricted against non-canon races and civilizations for good reason, because so much of the game is tied to the
Establishing
interrelations of Star Trek canon, and if this civilization then this, if this person has this system then this, and stuff like that. Yeah, but yeah, it can be a little frustrating. I'm a little annoyed that we can't tweak with existing mods. Yeah, I think that's it. That's not even a chain. That thing we just went through. Yeah, yeah. The country flags are the main issue, which I get the turnoff, but this offers so much. It cuts out a lot of the customability of Stellaris, but it's real good. I gotta say, there's a seriously noticeable performance increase from this patch versus the previous patch. I do not know what exactly the devs did, but it's noticeable. It's not huge. You know, on a map this big, there's only so much you can do, but it's noticeable. Variant system. So, alright. The variant system I love, but support seems to be objectively the right decision. Because you can make your destroyers dodge monsters that have a 40-something% chance to not be hit. There is no... That is the true path, and I will not hear it any other way. Though we are ridiculously short on power now. You can press Alt-E and edit your race and empire selection. You... Brilliant, brilliant person. Thank you. I'm probably not going to take advantage of that anytime soon, but that's cool. Power station... Alright, you... And okay, no power. You're the best. Oh, what's sucking up all the power here? With this, obviously, sucking up the power, but... Let me have this. Alright, what's up? What's up here? Required or a destroyer. Yeah. So, tractor beam down to grappler? Yeah, that'll do it. What's the difference here? 5 sublight speed. Yeah, I'm okay with that. We'll keep grapplers. Okay, how much to build this? 8K. Later then. We'll do it later.
Construction complete. Construction complete.
I just assumed because it was grayed out that you couldn't edit anything. I love that for the second time streaming this or recording it in a row, I missed out on the Xindi crisis. I play way too intently to form the Federation, and sometimes it preempts the poor Xindi crisis. The Xindi are one of my favorite civilizations to play as, just because you start out with such a varied population that as a player you can just fucking explode through the Delphic Expanse and make a pretty comparable power to any other major power around. Yeah, I've definitely seen Shago play, now that I think of it. Yeah, no, I imagine. I've been following on the subreddit and the mod page and a couple other places. I've been noticing you all talking about the effort you've gone through, and yeah, I can't imagine. Performance tweaks, when you have as many scripts running and as many files as you all do, the backlog of going back and revising what you've previously done sounds like a massive pain in the ass. My experience with modding has been very small package, very tight. I've popped open this mod more than once to look at stuff. Like, when I talk to people about New Horizons, my favorite thing isn't that it's Star Trek, which is really good, isn't the really well-refined diplomatic stuff, which is really good. It's really just the very creative coding with, like, the fucking Hirogen was the first thing I noticed. The Hirogen, if you are not familiar, can't colonize planets. The Hirogens start out with the ability to make habitats, but only on asteroids, or at least it used to be only on asteroids. And are they dead? Are they dead? They're not dead. My god, they're not dead. They have a interesting name, but they're not dead. So the Hirogen are a ton of fun to play because of that weird, funky mechanic. They build lodges all over the place, yeah. And it's not that crazy of an idea, but I was blown away by it when I first popped open the mod. Like, oh fuck, that's really smart. I never thought to limit habitats to a certain planet type, or even that you could do that. And there's a lot of other very small examples of doing very innovative coding that I don't feel any other mod project does as ambitiously. Not for Stellaris. Obviously, you got shit like Kaiserreich for Hoi 4 that does bullshit, crazy fun stuff, and some very ambitious E4 mods. Yeah, the city ship's great. I have seen the city ship up, the Voth city ship, right? I have taken a look, but it's been a while since I really hopped around between too many things, too many civilizations here. It's like being a kid in a candy store in a lot of ways. Like, oh, this has this cool mechanic, and this has this cool mechanic, this has this cool mechanic. Like, I only have so much time. When I first installed the mod, I just hopped through a bunch of different civilizations, but unless you sit down and play with the different game mechanics, I don't think you properly get a good feel for them. And I knew I was just like smelling the candy rather than eating it. The analogy doesn't hold up. Yeah, the Borg mechanics are great. Yeah, I thought that just went without saying, just with how differently they play, than drastically differently they play. What was I saying? Oh yeah. So influence is our main problem right now, right? Because we have all these damn spiritualists, but we're egalitarian and accepting, so I'm not going to do anything about that. You and okay, Doctors Without Borders would be happy if we got preservation or diversity. You would be happy if I did things I'm not going to do. Would you be happy with either of those? No, you want harmony. Yeah, fine. Diversity will give us decrease the construction cost of academic and cultural buildings by 25%. That's nice, but minerals are not currently an issue. Preservation decreases the cost of medical and green buildings. Okay, well, diversity then. Yeah. Give me an infinitesimally small increase in how much you're giving me. Did that go down? Damn. Well, it's about the same.
Initiating communications.
This. Nah. Ah, beautiful. How much longer am I up? Oh, okay, we have about 7 minutes left of this stream. Because I need to, like, eat and walk around and be human for a while. Just, you know, a little bit of that. I will probably be back... Well, today's technically Friday now, isn't it? Yes. It is 5 in the morning. It's hardly technical at this point. I'll probably be back later today with either some more of this or some more of playing through some old game. And then Saturday, but Sunday to next Thursday, I am out of town vacationing in Chicago. It's a very happy Midwesterner taking a pilgrimage back home. So I don't expect a war for quite some time. I'm going to be focusing on grabbing all of this and hoping that somebody else pulls the trigger first. I'm going to be very happy to jump in to backseat somebody else's war, but don't want to be the one opening up. Yes. internal security protocols might be my favorite technology, just because it eliminates one of my least favorite game mechanics, the piracy risk. Piracy risk is interesting, but in any game, any 4X game that allows me to disable pirates, I disable pirates. Not because I don't like fun, or difficulty, or anything like that, but it's harassing difficulty that pirates tend to add. Especially in 4X games like, oh hey, you don't have that one particular border guarded? Guess you're gonna have to deal with an annoying little bug biting at you for the next 15 minutes, half hour, until your fleet can slowly crawl over. Sorry. Oh fuck. I forgot. Speaking of, alright. It took half an hour-ish, 20 minutes for our fleet to go from Sol to Sigma Serpentis, so I'm not being exaggerating when I'm saying it takes a long time for fleets to move around. This is why you want to decentralize, and why I'm so insistent on building traffic controls all over the place. Yeah, I know. I could have and maybe should have taken free enterprise, but... Wait a minute. Does this tell me where I don't have them? I mean, I know it's not intentionally telling me where I don't have them. Yeah, it does! Okay, this is cool. This tooltip is amazing. Under where it says energy returned, it says Starbase 40, Starbase 43, Starbase 42. That tells me starbases that don't currently have traffic controls installed on them. So I actually do have a way to check that, besides opening and closing every different... every individual star. That's very useful. No, I will never embrace this, because it serves as a tooltip. Huh. Okay. Best laid plans. Pirate base. Well, fairly inconspicuous. It's obvious that you know what to look for. It's obvious when you know what to look for. Fleet in confused formation. Slowly drifts out from behind the repurposed mining complex. You're obviously not expecting company. Hello again. Human ships are the cause of all this commotion. Our hosts seem about ready to leave that. Yeah. What? Oop.
Construction
complete. Thought something interesting had happened. Nope, it's the bullions taking over.
Survey complete.
Preliminary scans of J3L166 indicate that a heavily armed vessel is in orbit of the asteroid. It would be wise to proceed with caution. Yeah, this will end well.
Engaging enemy.
Yeah, I noticed that Ascension perk was a new thing, because I started up a new game and I was scrolling through going to pick Interstellar Dominion, like I always do, and I noticed this and I'm like, oh my god, yes, this is amazing. It's incredibly tempting, but not quite tempting enough. Yeah, it's really cool. That's a huge quality of life pickup, but apparently I don't value my quality of life more than I value my ability to rapidly expand. The USS Danube has successfully restored power to the automated shipyard over Gamma Serpentis 2. The facility immediately resumed its interrupted construction order, giving me a terrible vanilla Stellaris weapon, ship, and a tiny bit of experience. Look at this garbage! Hull points, 1680. This actually isn't that bad, but, this is a problem. So, goodbye, friend. It's really funny having Stellaris vanilla ships pop up. Like, you seem to be lost, friend. This isn't your universe. Am I building here? Did I queue up to build here? Now you're building? Oh wow, that's cute. Huh. I think the Romulan ship aesthetic is my second favorite. Jem'Hadar, naturally, number one, but Romulan's pretty up there. Pretty dang up there. Alright, assault phasers. We're gonna get to the end of the month, and then we're calling this. Nope. Tons of new energy will be awesome. Though we're rolling in it right now, and I have tons of minerals, so probably the first thing I'm gonna do tomorrow when I start streaming is spend all of that. Ascension, alright, another 18%, I think.
Construction complete.
Alright, cool. Yeah, there's a lot building that I should be checking, but I'm just trying to back off. Let's see, the armed vessel discovered in orbit of that's a name. J3L166. It's an abandoned military spacecraft called Nefri's Pride. Oh yeah, white frame and evasion hardware suggests it was built for long-range patrol missions, but has since been retrofitted with a long-range stealth bomber. Into a long-range stealth bomber, not with a bomber. Records of the ship's comms reveal it was hijacked by a rebel guerrilla on their way to perform a strike against a secret complex called the Zivin Labs, said to hold a weapon so powerful it could win them the war when they were shot down. We've extracted the ship's destination from its navigational drive, so either we have no need for such a weapon, which gives me influence, which I want, but, you know, content is better than anything else. So we have a few things to go check out. I missed the end of the month. I'm not going another one. Alright. Save this is load this, my dude, as is custom. Thanks for hanging out. If you are watching this on Twitch, I'll be back this evening. Friday evening. Friday evening. Yeah, that's what day it is. With some more of something. Probably this. Maybe streaming more Knights of the Old Republic on a nostalgia playthrough. If you are watching on YouTube, you know the deal by now. Make sure to comment, follow, like, subscribe, click the button, follow me on Twitter, yada 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 yada. You know what's up. There will be more of this up tomorrow, because there's more up every day. Till then, toodaloo, take care, bye YouTube.